I think we will have to start while others keep joining us. I hope someone can hear me. Can someone say hi? So
Hi, we can hear you.
All right, that's beautiful. Yeah, so you're welcome to today's discussion. Without wasting time, I just want to explain to us the aim of this meeting this evening. A lot of people send in some manuscripts as the managing editor for so many journals, and a reviewer for a lot of top tier journals. Sometimes I get worried when I receive manuscripts from top journals from Nigerian authors, and so I get to see a lot of things that I'm not comfortable with. And sometimes rejecting the manuscripts will pain me a lot, that I keep on wondering why we have to be lagging behind. Sometimes when I read papers, manuscripts, when I review manuscripts from top journals that are also not from Nigerian authors, I get to see there's a lot of difference. So you begin to see people who are doing the current things in research. And then when I get to see ours, I'll begin to wonder why are we not doing these things? Why are we not improving? So that is the reason why I want us to meet, so that we can talk about these things. And so it's not going to be a kind of lecture. When I'm done, I want us to dialogue, talk about some things, and then share our thoughts in the in this session. So you are all welcome, and without wasting time, I would like to quickly share my screen so we can kickstart. So I just have in this, I just have only two just 2 slides. So because like I said, I actually didn't want us to read. It's not like I want us to read and then read. I didn't prepare PowerPoint for us to read. What I want us to do is, as we discuss these things, we if there are things we can write down, I'll put them down here for us. Okay. So I tried to capture. I tried to capture the PowerPoint here, which said conceptualizing a theory-driven research topic. And what is a research-driven research? It is the one that the author intends to test hypotheses. I'm not saying that you can't test hypotheses if you don't have a theory, but it may be on a very rare, exceptional case or cases when you can actually pose hypotheses without building your work on an existing theory. So, but in the course of this discussion, we'll be able to look at some cases when we can build our work on existing theories, and then we can also look at times we can go on to probably test hypotheses if that there may be no need for us to build our work on an existing theory. But to be on a very safe side, you need to build your work on existing theories. And then why do you have to do that? Because the essence of testing a hypothesis is to pose something that by the end of your work, by the end of your analysis, you'll be able to say, yes, I accept, or no, I do not accept. Now, when you accept based on the theoretical underpinnings, you are contributing to theory. Now, when you reject based on what you have found, you are also contributing to the theory. However, it could be that the theory did not, that your finding did not support this theory, or did not support this theory in this particular context. Okay, we'll get to see about that. So, why do we need to formulate a theory-driven hypothesis? I want to look at it this way. If we don't build our study on an existing theory, what exactly do we intend to work on? Because theory has already given us an already laid out avenue and already built platform for us to work on. Okay, so when you want to carve out the title of that your work, you first of all need to have a theory that you will build it on ab initio. So you don't get up in the morning and say, yes, I want to develop a theory, I want to test a hypothesis, I want to research on this. You need to understand theories that are in your field of study. If you are in education, what theories support teaching and learning? What theories support student development? What theories support student engagement? What theories support student commitment to learning? These things, you need to have them. You need to understand them. With time, maybe you can, if you need some theory, teaching and learning theories, because I'm in education, I know people joining us, others may be from education, others may come from other fields of study. I am in education, so that's why I'm talking more on education-based theories. So if you need some education-based theories and also some few management education-related theories like social cognitive career theory, expectancy, or some psychology-related theories, I have a book that a PDF copy of it, so you can actually drop your notes or email. Then I should be able to attach that to you at the end of this. It's quite a bulky one, almost 500 or 600 pages. So that may help you to understand. When you read through, then you can understand more why you need to build your work on existing theory. So what are the benefits, or what could be the benefits and contributions? So when your work is built on a particular theory, the essence here could be that, for example, the theory states that when the teacher supports students, that the students are most likely to engage more in learning. So when you eventually test your study and it did not tally with what the theory propounded in your own population, remember, in your own population, within the sample that you use for that study, then you can now begin to give room for more research, because that is how you develop more research. Okay, you say, okay, because we didn't find this in this study, it is possible that future studies can look at it from this aspect or look at it from the other aspect. Basically, myself, how I conceptualize new ideas is when I read quality papers from maybe good journals, good outlets. I go to the limitations. When I'm done reading, I look out for the limitations, because in that limitation, you get to see where the authors, the researchers recommends future or suggest future research. So in those areas, you will begin to see the things that the authors covered and the things they were unable to cover, because they will now give you, suggest future research that you can progress, building on what has been done. Of course, we know that every research needs to be built on an existing research. So it's not as if you are actually starting what has not been done, but you are just adding a little thing to what has already been known. That is research. Okay, so and in this work, tonight I would like us to look at a theory that I want to use tonight for illustration. And when I'm done, before this meeting is expected to end around 12, so but before 11:30 I will stop, so that we can look at other people's theories and then see how we can use them to develop further theory research titles. Okay, so I want to look at the social cognitive career theory here, and then if you look at this, he said this theory seeks to explain three interrelated aspects of career development: how basic academic and career-related career interests develop; two, how educational and career choices are made; and then three, how academic and career success is obtained. It was actually developed by Robert Lent. And so I want us to look at this model. Let me stop sharing so I can drop the model here for you, and so you can look at it, and then I'll use it to make explanation here. Okay. Now, if you look at this, this is social cognitive career theory developed by Robert Lent. Although in this particular paper, they extended the theory to social cognitive model career self-management, and then and I want to take you exactly to the model. So this is the social cognitive career theory model. Now, in this particular model, you can see that Robert Lent, this is figure 1 from their paper in 1994. If you don't have this paper, you can drop me an email. I can send this paper to you. So in the original social cognitive career theory model Robert Lent and the colleagues want to learn how learning experiences, which are sources of efficacy, and how can it enhance students' self-efficacy, expectations, outcome expectations, which will lead to goals and lead to actions, and then outcome attainment. And then if you look at this model, don't worry, I will explain it to you in the PowerPoint. We will develop a title right now using this social cognitive career theory. Okay, so we are going to do that. So you don't need to worry. I'm just trying to let us know where I have I want to build our study this night on. So, and then the theory explains that in an academic setting, if the quality of learning is well perceived by students, for example, that the student may likely develop self-efficacy, and that the students may expect outcome. It can also increase students' outcome expectations. Students may likely want to expect, wow, at the end of this class, because of the quality of teaching, I'm expected to pass, or that this can actually increase their expectations that, well, at the end of this program, I will achieve something better. Okay, so that can also lead to, because of the students learning, so it can also lead to goal, and then it can also lead to actions, and then it can also lead to outcome attainment. Okay. So let me go back to the PowerPoint so that we can continue with what we're working on. Okay, so building on this particular theory, I would like us to look at how students' perception of learning quality may enhance learning self-efficacy, outcome expectation, for example, learning outcome expectations towards practical skills learning or skills acquisition or whatever. Okay. Or let's say engagement in adaptive,
I don't know,
career behaviors. So here I just want to develop anyhow topic. It's not as if this is what I want to research on, but I want to see how I can build up a title focusing on the theory, on the social cognitive career theory developed by Lent. I don't know if someone is actually getting what I'm saying here. I don't know if, hello, can you actually, are you following what I'm saying so far?
Very well.
yes.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so here I want to look at how maybe can someone, does anyone, maybe we can use anybody's we can use anybody's title. Can anyone generate any title on career development, career whatever, student learning, leading to actions? Can anyone come up with any title, anything at all, so we can build it? So I don't want you to look at I'm the only one here trying to teach and take notes by myself. So can anyone suggest any? Let me stop sharing so I can see. You can raise hand and then suggest a title so we can use it to now develop a title, building it on social cognitive career theory right now. Does anyone have any? Or anything? It could be anything you want us to look at. It could be anything, so that we can connect it right now to social cognitive career theory right now. Yes. Anyone? Does anyone want to make any suggestion?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I don't know whether this will work out well.
No problem.
Let's look at students' perception of learning. Students' perception of learning quality.
Students' perception.
And career.
Hold on.
Learning quality.
Hold on. I'm writing what you are saying. I'm writing. I want to write what you're saying. Hold on, so that others can see what. Okay. So you said students what? Go ahead.
Perception of learning quality.
Okay, of learning quality. And
career choice.
And okay, student perception of
Career
learning.
choice.
Okay, and career choice. Okay.
Choice. As as determinants of employability.
Of employability. Yeah.
Yes, that's all.
Okay, so students' perception of learning quality and career choice as the determinant of employability. Okay, that's beautiful. Can we control
graduates' employability?
Okay,
Yeah, please, can we all mute ourselves, please? Someone is talking on the background.
Please, can anybody? Those who are not talking can mute their microphones, please. Okay, Dr. Yomi, I think this title is okay, right?
Yes.
That is the end of the title that you want us to look at, right?
Well, I think so. I just thought of it now.
No problem. That's fine. No problem. That's not bad. I just want to confirm that I got clearly what you want us to look at, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So I quit this one. Okay. So we can actually look at this. We can actually look at this title and see how it can be built into social cognitive career theory. He said students' perception of learning quality and career choice as the determinant of graduate employability. Okay, now let us go to, if I want to build this study on, in my mind, I want this study to be built on the social cognitive career theory, right? What I will want to do is that I will go to the social cognitive career theory model developed by Lent. So I take down this and I go to the model. Okay, so in this model, she said students learning, she said students' perception of learning quality. Pretty nice. Can we look at here which aspects of the theory, which aspect of the variables that made up of this theory is talking about learning experience? So students' perception is about learning experience already. Students' perception of learning quality is already talking about the student experience. So I can now, based on this, now if you look at this model, if you look at this model where my mouse is right now, you will see that this is automatically an independent variable here. You could see that. However, there's also a contextual factor adding. You could see the arrows. So I will come back to my PowerPoint, and then I will develop a model, begin to develop a model based on what Dr. Yomi just said. So, and I will drop a model like this, and I'm going to color this model. I'm going to color this model like this. Okay, something like that. And then I would say, students, if you can adopt this pattern, you will never have any problem when you want to conceptualize a new study. Student perception of quality learning. And she said, and career choice. Beautiful. So, which intends that there is also another variable there, which is career choice. Now, here I'm going to also let us know whether we can actually use some of the variables that we are conceptualizing. First of all, let me draw our attention to something. In this title proposed by Dr. Yomi, you could see that student perception here, student's perception here is a variable. Student perception of equality, this is variable 1, this is another variable 2, this is also determinant of what? Graduate employability. So we have 3 variables here. I don't know whether I'm communicating. We actually have 3 variables, 3 major variables in this study here are students' perception of quality learning, we have career choice, and then we have graduate employability. So these 3 important, these 3 variables. But let us see whether, based on the social cognitive career theory, whether this, because this and there means she wants to see how students' perception of learning quality and the career choice can enhance or can be a determinant of graduate employability. If that becomes the case, graduate employability automatically is her dependent variable, because that is what she wants to know. So that's automatically is our worry. So we place it here. Graduates.
We can't see your screen, no.
Oh, really? Okay.
For PowerPoint, yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me share. So can you see it now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So sorry. So now that we have seen Yomi's, so you could see here, I colored it here, so you could see in the title that she proposed, you can see that students' perception of learning quality and the career choice as determinant of graduate. So invariably, Yomi is interested in graduate employability. However, she wants to see whether students' perception of learning quality and their own career choices can enhance their employability. Beautiful. So automatically, this is graduate employability, the dependent variable. So, but we have a problem here, which is what? Career choice. Because if we go back to the social cognitive career theory, career choice cannot be an independent variable. Let us look. I will stop share and I'll bring us back to the social cognitive career theory. Because that is what Yomi wants us to use. Okay, so we can see the model again, we can see the theory again, right? Okay. Yeah, pretty good. So you can see that learning experience, you could see, look at my mouse to see where goals, career goals, look at where goals is. But if you look here, if you look at the theory, you could see that there is no direct link between learning experience to career goals. There is no direct line between learning experience and career goals. So which means both may likely serve as independent variables, because watch and see, if you look at the goals, you will see that there is a move here, there is a link, a direct relationship moving from goals to actions and from actions to outcome attainment. So, and what is actions here? So we can operationalize actions or outcome attainment as graduate employability. So if this becomes the case, then we can now say yes, that so we can now say yes and say that, okay, career choice can actually form, can actually be tested here. So we can have a direct relationship between both. We can also have what? A direct relationship between this to this. So these are direct relationships. We just want to know, how can students in perception of quality learning enhance their graduate employability? Or can it be a determinant? Okay, beautiful. Then two, we want to see how career choice, the choices that they have made for themselves, how can it enhance graduate employability? But I would want us to look at something again, very, very important as we progress. Now, this will only give us very little analysis. Here, we can only test little hypotheses here. Supposing Yomi wants us to test hypotheses instead of research questions. When we are done, we'll be able to look at the difference between research questions and the hypothesis. Okay, so supposing I have this and I call it, I can call this hypothesis 1. I can drop it here and call it hypothesis 1. Okay, so then this is hypothesis 2. So in this case, what it simply meant is that Yomi is saying that hypothesis 1 means that there could be, or there is a direct relationship between quality learning, perceptions of quality learning, and graduate employability. That is hypothesis 1. And hypothesis 2 could be that there is a direct relationship between